Welcome back to the channel everyone. So in our previous video we have discussed about exceptions in Java, and we have also seen this try block, catch block and finally block, right? So basically in today's video we will see multiple catch blocks in a single program, that how to use a multiple catch blocks in a single program. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, as you can see, this is the example of our previous video, and this program throws an arithmetic exception because we are trying to divide a number by 0. Okay, so as of now let's remove this finally block first of all, because as of now we are focused on the catch blocks. Okay, so if I run the program quickly, as you can see, it prints a message that you cannot divide a number by 0 because it throws an arithmetic exception. Okay, so we can do one thing here, that first of all copy the catch block and paste it here. What we can do, we know that this statement will throw arithmetic exception, right? So we can specify the particular type of exception here. Say for example we can write arithmetic exception here, and let's do one more thing. Let's change this message as symbol object name. Okay, so if I try to run the program now, as you can see, this first catch block is executed, that you cannot divide a number by 0 because this statement throw an arithmetic exception, right? But let's say now this will not throw an arithmetic exception, and let's say I want to, if it not throw arithmetic exception, I want to print the answer. Okay, so as you can see, now we are specifying divide by 2, so it will not throw an exception. So as you can see, it prints the answer. Okay, now let's change back it to 0, and now let's say I want to create an array. So how to create an array? Specify the type of array, integer for example, name of array, ARR for example, equals to new, used for memory allocation, and again integer, and within these square brackets we have to specify the size of array. So let's say size is 5. Okay, it means this ARR array is able to store in total 5 elements, right? We can store 5 elements in this array, but if I try to access the element of 6 index equals to 15, so what I am doing in this line, I am trying to initialize a value of 6th index element, which is not possible because the total number of elements is 5 and I am trying to access the 6th index element, which is not possible. So if I run the program now, as you can see, first it prints you cannot divide a number by 0 because we are still dividing it by 0. So let's change it to 2, and if I run the program, as you can see, now it is not throwing an arithmetic exception because as you can see it prints the answer, but it throws another type of exception which says array index out of bound exception. Okay, because we are exceeding the size of array. Okay, so what we can do, we can again, let's copy this block and paste it here, and instead of writing the generalized exception class, what we can do, we can specify the particular exception. In our case, our exception is array index out of bound, right? So we can specify array index out of bounds exception here, and instead of writing this object, we can say size is 5. Okay, so if we are trying to access the 6th index element, this says size is 5, so that you know that you cannot access the 6th index element. Okay, so if I run the program now, let's see which catch block executes. As you can see, first it prints the answer and then it says size is 5. Okay, so we can say this second catch block is executed, right? So this is all about multiple catch blocks, and it is always a good habit to specify this generalized catch block at last, which is generalized exception class, because what happens in some cases that your program might throw an unwanted exception and you are unaware of it, that which type of exception it is throwing. So what you can do, you can specify this generalized exception class and just print the e object so that you can know which type of exception it is throwing. So that's how you can use these multiple catch blocks in a single program. Okay, so this is all for today's video. If you have any doubts, or you can ask me in the comment section below. If you do like the video, hit the like button and please subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.